Oh, it's banless season, so I'm giving you guys my more or less wants, not predictions, my wants. It's this stuff is never gonna happen. At least not all of it. Maybe some of it, but definitely not all of it. This is just strictly what I want to see happen. First, for sake of consistency, I want all the dragons to go, baby dragons to go to one to see what happens with them. Honestly, I think they could go to three if these dragons go to one. But if these dragons go to two, these can go to one. Kind of a up in the air thing. By the way, those are kind of like the two ones for now. And Magician, a Dark Magician of Chaos, I think could go to one because of this card. It's kind of out of date, so I think it could come back. Won't impact the game severely. Plus, I miss playing it. Strauss, it getting banned was kind of a joke. He really needs it. Enough to say on that. Everyone loves Strauss. Magician of Faith, like I said, is kind of out of date. I don't foresee it becoming an instant staple if it comes off the ban list because it's slow. Same for Torrential Tribute. I don't foresee it doing much more outside of Momas once the format matures. Uh, really didn't consider this card. I forgot it was banned. Uh, I used to play Theory Beneath the Deep. It was fun. It was a structure deck. It was my first structure deck, so I loved this card back then. Still love this card now. It'd be nice to see it off the ban list. And Pucks 2, Mega Capital G for actually making this card come out and make me realize that this card not as good anymore. Same with Sinister Softened. And my personal opinion, this is something I came up with, was Yadaguatsu. I don't think you're ever going to pull that lockdown now. Now, unless your opponent, it's super late game, your opponent spawned up everything and has no cards left. And Gateway of 6. I think every archetype should have its one card that wins it a game. In fact, now I think of it, goes the same. I know this card deserves to be banned because it's fucking retarded. And that's Spellbook of Judgment. Because these two are completely archetype oriented. You're never going to use either of these two outside of these two decks. So that's my opinion. I think both of them can come back to one, no problem. Even if this is searchable. Oh, Butterfly Dagger, whatever the fuck, can come back to one. It's been banned way too long. It's out of date. That deck not going to do much. Crush Card Virus. Now this is a personal want only. I highly doubt this card will ever come back. But Konami did kind of release an article about zombies. And this can be played in zombies, so maybe. Probably not. I want my Infinities because almost everything's a target. That's my personal opinion on that one. Goes the same with Card of Safe Return. Would help out zombies severely. Almost make them, at one I don't see it that bad in zombies even because zombies have a lot of return from the graveyard, but at one, I mean, it's the same principle of these two. It's at one. It's a win condition for a deck, but it's at one. Same with Future Fusion. I consider Future Fusion no longer a threat. Put it at one. I mean, Chaos Dragons got new support. Use it. Put it to use. And also, Cyber's Dragon stuff coming out that technically this was a Zane card. That would be cool. Same with Last Will. I consider Last Will could probably come back a little bit though, just because we don't have Weebone anymore. I mean, this is just going to be to see what happens if it does anything or not. Last Turn. I don't believe Last Turn is a threat because you have to have, it says it, when your opponent, no, this card can only be activated during your opponent's turn when you have 1,000 or less. Okay, so this card is already as about as useful as Utopia Way. And come on, your opponent. I consider last turn a card that could go to one. I mean, I play in that Kyra deck I have. Well, that's all our decks. So I think it could be fine coming back to one. No big deal. Same with Ultimate Offering. It's kind of like an auto win for Madachis and Gilgia, gadgets. So I consider that range. Now with these cards again, in this card, yeah, I'm not even gonna talk about this honestly. No, I'm not even gonna go there. I think it could go to one, not do anything, go to two, not do anything, go to three. Like I said, these guys, they can either go to one or go to two. I prefer them to go to two, and these guys to go to one. Goals, I think, the OCG got him at two. We should get him at two. It's only fair. The fun action now. Uh, Insectors. I miss fading the Insectors because I used to go Wet Nova Dragon, YOLO, because they couldn't get rid of it and it was fun. By the way, seriously, they haven't done anything really as in competitive scene, so I think these two cards could go to two. Let's see what happens. Let's space up. If the deck gets too progressive into the game, what's supposed to happen? 4 months later down the road, we'll put them back at one. Next, I think it could go two just because it's a flip effect and it's kind of slower. And its second effect, you almost never get it off. It's pretty much another tour guide target because, as you can see, I want tour guide to go to three. Thunder King 2. Enough said. It's Thunder King. He's awesome. Wind Up Magician 2, because I like wind ups. And I think, honestly, it could go to 2 because wind ups have been around long enough. If you don't know how to beat wind ups, you deserve to lose to wind ups. Enough said, though. You seriously roll away playing Vanity's Emptiness. Oh, Magician Shock? Reverse Shock? Oh, Emptiness? Whatever. Buck to 2. I feel it'd just be nice to have it at 2 for a little while. See what happens. I mean, not many people play it, but those who do like it. Barrel from the Different Dimension 2, because like I said, the Konami article, it talked about the zombie apocalypse. This is a great card in zombies because you can recycle your Mizuchis and your Plague Spoilers. So I think that could happen. Same for Ursh Barrier, that's another thing. This is only in here. Honestly, I don't see why it would go to 2, but like, it could just because the whole zombie apocalypse comment. So I had to look for things I think would really have zombies, like Call of Safe Return and Battle from the Different Dimension, Foolish Barrier. I think those will be great. Soul Drain, I considered it going to 2 just because pay 1,000 life points. It only works against graveyard oriented decks. Take note, Macrocosmos and Dimension of Fissure is not here because I hate those cards. Like I said, this is what I want to happen. I hate those cards because they're playing fun of these and they wreck the deck. Turn Tribute to 2 because I love this card. When I was a kid, I had 2 of these in my deck. And what I would do is set this card in turn. My brothers would summon a card, and my sister would summon a card, and I just trench the field on one card because I was a kid and I didn't know any better. But it was fun. Oh, we bone Tengu to 2. 3. Because honestly, at 2, it's not that great. Almost not even worth playing anything, so I think it could go 3. See what happens. Same reasoning. It doesn't see really any play. I feel 3 would be nice. Maybe that spell caster Reaper deck thing could go off. Advanced Withdrawal to 3. I know there's a lot of withdrawal based decks that just can't see play because they're not fast enough. Because hey, they're withdrawals, deal with it. So I think Advanced Withdrawal would help. Mizuchi to 3 and Plague Spoiler. 3, just because that zombie comment made me think about that. So like those are the only things. Agents, they've been getting a lot of that stuff back, and no one's playing Agents, so I think Christie could go to 3, just because Agents have got almost all that stuff back anyway. So I think this would be fine. And then TG Striker to 3, because it's TG Striker, and I haven't seen him at all format, and he got put to 2. Tour Guide, because you don't see it that much anymore, and honestly, I think you could go back, get a little more action in the game. If it was at 3, maybe more people, like if it was at 3 and the assignment was at 2, maybe more people would play Tour Guide. And the last card to go to 3 would be this. And honestly, activate this chain to inflict 400 damage to your opponent times the chain number this card cannot activate. Well, cards pretty much you can't activate 2 of these in the same chain, which is reasonable. Okay, so this card I think could go 3. Chain bomb players be like game, but that's it. Want to stop a chain bomb player? Just play freaking Ludically or Trap Stun. Not that big of a threat if it gets too big in the format. Oh yeah, I actually did forget a card. Oh yeah, Dandelion. I think Dandelion go too. I would say Walk. Oh, there's another card I think. 3 axes didn't get enough time to see what it can do. So I think 3 axes this should go to 2. Give 3 axes a chance. Gas should go to 2 because it's Gather Whirlwind. Enough said. It should just happen. Now why not? Lone Fire can go to 2 because let's face it, plants that getting new stuff, maybe that will help the deck. I don't fear the deck's that great as of right now. Oh, Cooey. Where did that card go? Just seeing it. That's why I just seen it. No, no. It's at 1. Another thing's at 1. Oh yeah. I think Boardman could go to 2. The OTK thing just never took off. Oh, there it is. And I think Lex Rabbit to go to 2. Let's see Dino Rabbit again. Like, it almost viable with Dino Rabbit is almost viable with this. I mean, we got the reprints of freaking dinosaurs to be haulers. Let's put that shit to work. Oh yeah, and another thing, I don't want these to be banned. This be up here at 1 because I hate seeing cards get banned. And I believe once the game matures next format, and even if these go to 2, it won't be a flip return win game scenario. I mean, honestly, if you're not used to it right now, boo-hoo for you. And then 6 cents can stay at 1 for a little bit longer. Because it is a chance card. And, yeah, okay, just picking... And plus, White Stones are coming out with new stuff. You could pick 4 and 3 to draw, and then another 5 or 6. That's pretty good. White Storms. Yeah, I think that could work. Booyah! I think one of these cards, one of these 5 cards here, should be on ban. Put to 1. Like, Wind Up Carrier could go to 1. This card, I don't think is ever going to see any more play, so I think it could come off the ban list. Put it to 1 if it does anything, fine. Next format, if it doesn't do anything, put it to 2. It's never going to do anything. Dark Stone Fighter. Now, this card is scary. We all know that. I think if it's at 1, you have a chance to Solemn Warning it. You have a chance to bottomless it. You have a chance to get rid of it if it's at 1 and have it gone forever. Just put these guys at 1 and you'll be fine. I don't believe any big solo monsters should be banned. Because I just find it wrong. And on that topic, Dark Arm Dragon.